This is going to be a video about you guys watching me as I watch Parks and Rec. And nothing more. Well, this is a Justin episode. Season 2 of Parks and Rec is way better than season beyond. The only downfall of season 2 is the fact that Ben is not there. Ben and Chris. They only come in the end, and Ben is like, a meanie. So we have to deal with that. But later on, Leslie gets super annoying. So I like it whenever she's not as crazy in the beginning. In season 2, all the new things happen, like a bunch of stuff. So they have the Penguin Wedding, which is my all-time favorite episode, and they have just all kinds of stuff. There's a bunch of different episodes. The Dex Hart episode, she dates a cop, gets, it's all crazy. So much better. Season 1's just kind of bland. There's just nothing crazy that kind of happens. The last episode's not that bad, but yeah, this one. So from then on, Leslie gets more bossy and more she's always been kind of in your face, but later on she becomes completely I'm in charge of you. Even whenever Anne wanted to get pregnant, she's like, I believe that every woman should be in charge of her body. In this case, the body is Anne's, and the woman in charge of it is me. See, she does that for everyone. She just wants people to, do things only her way. So, when April first said that she wanted to step out, she was she freaked out on her. And she's like, I put so much time in your life. Why would you make a 5-year binder for someone else? She was 29 years old. She has her own, ambition to find something else. And one of the craziest episodes, I'm going to pause this because I need to tell you guys this. One of the craziest episodes that really upsets me is whenever there's that, the porn on a cob thing or whatever. And she keeps saying, I'm just really good at that. Okay, congratulations. Do you want a fucking, golden star or something? That's not even the most annoying part. The most annoying part was whenever she literally revoked that guy's license and then expected Ben just to back her up on it. And she wrote the book, these rules, and it's I'm sorry, are you in charge of everything? You are so scared about leaving your job, you don't want to change anything about your job and move up in the world, but you want to be in charge of everyone. I'm sorry, but the Parks and Rec deputy director, director deputy, is not going to be in charge of what the fuck happens in the thing. They barely talked to the city manager before it was Chris, and so it makes no sense why. So just because her husband, and he just lets her get away with it, he doesn't punish her. He should punish her both that way, and also say yo, you can't do that kind of stuff. We're at work, I'm your boss here. Set some ground rules. And whenever she's firewall man, I say a lot, so I'm sorry if that bothers you, but I don't really care. And it's really stupid because he it's his job. That's oh my god. And then the episode when she comes back from city council, and then she's in charge of Tom. Well, Tom is about to give a presentation, and he wants to do this lemonade thing, and he says he's not using her super system or whatever, and she's like, what? Like, what? Sorry, my bangs are like acting super weird. They're a little long. I need to go to get them cut, because like the rest of my hair doesn't need to get done, but just my bangs need to get cut. So it's rough. But anyway, so he's like, sorry, brain fart. Okay, so he's like, I'm gonna do this, I'm so sorry, I'm like not thinking. What the fuck? He's like, first step, chill out a bit. Second step, get up there and rip it. And she's like, rip it? That's how you're gonna do it. And like, she gives him the super system, and they say, well, we haven't used that since he left. And she's like, no. And in that episode, she also changes their dog poster and like takes down all those pictures of dogs and like their spirit dogs and puts up kangaroos just because she wasn't a part of like making it. Like, seriously? And every single time in the end, she like figures it out, like, and comes and like understanding and lets Tom like finally give his presentation after she like shut him down the entire fucking episode and just kept saying how much he's gonna fail. Like, how is that okay? Like, how does he, like, I don't know why people say that they are so, like, upset. Like, I don't understand why people say that she's, like, the greatest friend. Like, she literally puts everyone down. And she, like, blames everyone. Like, the episode with the flags and, like, Ben, he literally has said so many times, like, it hurts to be friends with you. Like, I can't be just friends with you right now. Like, you need to, like, respect that. But no, she's like, no, you need spend more time with me. What are you talking about? Like, spend time with me. It's all your fault. You're a jerk. And all this kind of stuff. And it's like, really? And she's just a bitch. And like, some of these reviews, they're like, she's someone to look up to, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really? You want to look up to that? So you are going to, like, you're going to be this, like, self-absorbed, self-possessed woman. She, like, says Jerry's life is nothing, it's hell because he didn't do things at work. And it's like, no, Jerry actually has, like, the best life because he has a life. He actually enjoys being with his family, being with his wife. Like, he actually enjoys that. Like, even when she has a husband and kids, she doesn't even enjoy being with them. Unless she's at work and it's like a work thing. And like occasionally she'll like say like the sexy things to Ben or whatever, like say that she's into him and stuff like that. And it's funny and I like that. But then she just acts like she just hates her life outside of work. It's like work is her only thing. Like in the last season, she says, when I retire, I'm never gonna retire. I'm gonna cut back to, when I turn 100, I'm gonna cut back to 4 days a week. Oh, I'm so bored thinking about that one day off. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to law school or something. Like, why don't you just enjoy your job? Like, or enjoy your, like, job at home. Like, being you. Like, why don't you just enjoy your life? Like, it's like she has no life outside of work. And it's like, really? You have the most amazing husband. And later on, April says your kids are cool. So you might as well hang out with them. So, I don't know. Like, she just becomes this self-possessed maniac, and I don't like her at all. And the relationship that her and Ron grow to have is kind of inappropriate, in my opinion. So, Ron is married, and he comes to Washington outside of his state. He literally leaves Indiana, where his wife and kids are, and asks this woman that he used to work with for advice on how he can be happy in the future, like how to end his, like what to do to like remain happy. He's like, I need to put my attention to something else. I don't know, maybe to your wife. He's like, your kids are growing up. They're not grown up though. And after that, you just spend time with your like spouse. It's like these people need to work, like, their job is their life, and it's like, really, do you not have a life outside? Like, you can't just go fishing, like, with your wife? I mean, I guess guys don't like fishing with wives because they think that they can't fish or whatever. But I can fish. I've been fishing since literally a week after I was born. My mom took me on a boat and had me go. Well, I didn't do it because I was a fucking. Sorry, excuse my language. I was a baby and did not know how to hold a pole. But since I can remember, since I was able to hold a pole, I've been fishing. And I love it. And so if a guy would like try to, he wants to go along, go fishing without me, fine, but I'll do the same thing. So it's like, but then there's things that we could do together. Like my husband and I, if we like going on trails and we like going to old forts, we will find one along the highway. We'll see that there's Fort so-and-so or whatever, like an old, like little park or whatever, like, what are those things called? I don't know, like a historical park and state park, historical state park or something. And we would totally go and just walk through and look at all the stuff and read all the history, and we love it. Like, that's something we do together, and we always have so much fun, like, talking about that kind of stuff. Like, we always, like, engage in, like, we don't use our phones, we don't use, like, any electric devices, we just walk, and most of the time we do our own self-tours because those are the best. And it's, like, it's just really nice. Or we go on trails. We just go walking through trails, and that's really nice, too. So, like, just enjoy being with the people in your life and not have to, like, put all of your energy into working into a job. Like, yes, I love my career field because I'm working with animals, and like when I'm not going to be working, I mean, I'm gonna work and then I'm gonna not work. I'm gonna like take time off. Like, I'm gonna balance it. That's what it is. Balance. I had CBD and it kind of like messes with my brain. So keep your mind balanced. So yeah, that's my rant today. I'll probably have more stuff to mention later on, but this turned into you watching me watch Parks and Rec. And then it turned into me telling you about my feelings about Leslie Knope. Every other character I love. Except Tom's kind of an ass to Ben, and I think Ben should stick up to him. Like, stand up for himself to him. So. Instead, you just heard me rant. Well. Thanks. Bye!